Hi, my name is Robert Feranek. I'm from Fedevel Academy, and in this video, we are going to speak about how to backup files, how to backup your projects. And I would like to speak about this topic because I have seen a number of posts on our Fedevel forum where people ask how we are doing, how we backup files at our company. And I know there are many different ways how you can backup your files, but I really hope that this video will be useful for you, and maybe you will learn something new. Maybe who knows? Maybe you will start using something similar to backup your own projects. So let's have a look how we do the backup here at Fedevel Academy. We are going to start with the situation, what or how I used to work a long time ago. This is the situation when I used to work as a freelancer. So the whole company was basically only me. Yeah, and all the important files, all the important documents were located only on one computer, on my own PC, and everything what I really needed was a backup of my local files to be sure that if something happened to my computer, that I wanted to be sure I will be able to recover all the important files, all the projects. So, I had a look on internet, and I searched how I could back up my local files, and I decided to go for Google Drive. I used to do backup on USB hard drives and this kind of other media, but it kind of get messy after some time. You have some files on this hard drive, other files on this hard drive. You don't know, you are doing backup of backup because you are not sure what files you can actually delete, and you still have the physical hard drive in your home. You still have the physical hard drive in your office or in the company. If something happened, if I don't know, there is lightning or if there is fire or something, you still can lose all your data. So that's the biggest reason why I decided actually to back up my important files and important data to cloud, because if something happened with my computer, if something happened in my office or at home, then I will always know I will be able to recover the data from the cloud. And Google Drive is actually quite good. If you install this Google Drive application, just Google for Google Drive download. If you install this application, which is here, Backup and Sync, this application will automatically backup your local files. So if you choose the directories which you would like to backup, and anything what you do in these directories, if you create new files or if you delete files, if you update files, all these files and all these changes, they will be automatically synchronized with your Google Drive. Automatically, you don't have to do anything. You don't need to care about anything. You work on your computer as usual, and everything is automatically done in the background. So this is what I really like. And the other thing what I really like about Google Drive is the price. Now they call it Google One, and if I scroll down, for 10 euros a month, you can have 2 terabytes of the storage in the cloud. This is a really good price, and 2 terabytes is quite a lot of space. You will be able to keep there all your project and important files. So these are two things what I really like: the price and that everything is automatic. This solution was perfectly fine when I was working alone, but once I opened Office and once more people were working in our company, we had to come up with something else. And this is what we used for a long time. Theoretically, we could install this Google Drive application on every single PC in our company. It just didn't work very well, especially the synchronization uh, is not real time. Yeah, if you use Google Drive on every single PC, then if you change something on one PC, it takes some time to synchronize all the other PCs. And we needed something a little bit better. So this is what we come up with. Basically, we had only one system, we had only one computer with all the important files and with all the important directories. And only the directories on this special computer were synchronized with our Google Drive. This way, we could share these directories on our network, and everybody in our company could access all these important files in real time. And also, all these files were automatically synchronized and backed up in the background with our Google Drive. So this was a really, really good solution for a very long time. What I need to say, notice we did not create this system on specific PC. We actually used a virtual machine. You know virtual machines, yeah? Basically, you can go and you can install software like VirtualBox or this VMware, and this will actually create kind of a new computer on your computer, and you can install operating system into this virtual machine. So what was happening, basically we had standard PC with Windows 7, and on this Windows 7 we installed this virtual machine software, and inside of this software we were running another Windows 7. And now you can ask, why I would run two Windows 7 on each other? Do you know why? Because it's very, very simple to back up whole server. Okay, this, what you can see here, this virtual machine, we can call it server. But I don't want to scare you, okay? If you are really afraid of servers, then basically this was standard Windows 7 computer with some shared directories. If we needed to back up this server, we simply just switch off the virtual machine and copied all the files from all the files of this virtual machine. We just copied them on some USB hard drive or something, and this way we could simply back up this whole computer. If we run or if we set up this system, which you can see here, if we set up this directly on our PC, it would not be so simple to do backup of this whole computer. So this was quite good for some time, but again we ended up with multiple backup hard drives when we were doing backup of these virtual machines, because don't forget, we did not synchronize or we did not backup all the files to Google Drive. Okay, so for example, these files, we didn't back them up on Google Drive because these were large files. So we still needed to back up also the virtual machine and all the other files which were on the virtual machine. So we needed something a little bit better, because if something happened to this hard drive on this PC, everything would be gone, okay? And then we would need to find our backup and spend a long time trying to run it again. So we needed a real server, something like this. Don't worry, I will exactly show you how this server looks. It's very simple to control and set up. What I would like to mention before we completely move here is that this solution is more expensive than this one, and this one is more expensive than this one. For this solution, everything what you need is just Google Drive, and actually you can use there are some free options for Google Drive, but it's only 15 gigabytes. This is really like not much. So you can do it cheap. You don't have to pay 2 terabytes for 10 euros or $10. You can go for these cheaper variants, but this one is the best. So in this situation, everything what you have to pay for is just Google Drive. That's the 10 euros or $10 a month. If you go for this solution, you not only need to pay for the Google Drive, you also need a PC. You need the license for the virtual machine and for the operating system which is running on the virtual machine. This is only kind of one-time investment. So this is not much more expensive than this solution, but you need to also do the regular backup of the virtual machine of this server. This solution, which is here, is the most expensive from all these. You will need to buy the server, you will need to buy multiple hard drives, but once I set up this solution in our company, I was like, I should do this a long time ago. This is so much better approach than all the other which are here. But as I said, this is a little bit more expensive and it requires some investment. The server what we are using is this one. And I don't remember exactly how much it cost, maybe around $500 or something like this. But you need to add the cost for the hard drives. And hard drives can be quite expensive, depends what size you would like to buy. So it can cost you over $1,000 to actually set up this server. One small tip, if I would be buying a new server, I would buy one which has at least 5 slots for hard drives. Because the setup what we have now is basically that we have one storage space which is using 2 hard drives, and these hard drives they are mirrored. So here are 2 hard drives, one is here and the other one is here. They have exactly same data, and if one of the hard drives breaks, you can remove it and you can put there a new one without actually losing any data or without the need of switching off everything or something. In the third slot, we have one bigger hard drive, which I really would like to have also mirrored on the other slot, but you need to have at least one slot empty, because then if something happened with these hard drives, you need to be able to plug in their empty hard drive and manipulate with the data. That's why I would recommend at least 5 slots for hard drives. So you can have these hard drives which are mirrored, and you can have also these which are mirrored. And one slot would be empty. What do you think? Why we have 2 hard drives here and only one here? Because these are much smaller. Because if you need to buy, I don't know, one hard drive which costs $400, that's quite expensive. You would need to have 2, so $800. So these data here, they are quite important. These are the design files, or these are the files which some customers, they don't want to have them in cloud. but all the other large files, they are on this other hard drive, which is much bigger than these two hard drives. These are like much smaller, much cheaper hard drives than this one, which is here. And what do you think, how you can control this server? What do you think, how you access to server, how you set it up? Very simple website. So this is how it looks. This is the interface of the server, and everything what you have to do, you just go to do inside control panel and you set up some stuff. Here you can see, for example, how the disks are located in the server. You can see the status of the disks. Here are some applications which you can use to back up the directories. So this is, for example, the application where I just set up. I would like to back up this local directory into my Google Drive. Yeah. And this is also different kind of backup what we do. I will explain a little bit later. So it looks like this. It's called Amazon Glacier. So all the application for the backup and everything, it's all already installed in the server. You just need to set it up. Here also you set up the local directories and then you share them on the network. When we go back into this picture, this is the server what we were speaking about. Here are the really important files. They are stored on the mirrored hard drives, so the doubled hard drives. These important files, they are also synchronized to Google Drive through this Cloud Drive application, this one which is here. And what is advantage comparing to this solution, here we also back up all the other files which are on the server. But we don't use the Google Drive because this would be very expensive. We use this Amazon Glacier, which is a little bit cheaper. So we use this application which is here, Glacier application, and we store these files in Amazon Glacier service. If you don't know this service, you can just Google for Amazon Glacier. I don't know how to say this, Glacier, I don't know. It is basically service which is very cheap to store data for archiving. Okay, it is not for read and write, frequent read and write data. It is for archiving, and the cost for archiving data is very cheap. So if you have a look on this pricing, it's like 40 cents for 1 terabyte a month. So it's very cheap. But it's getting a little bit more expensive if you need to retrieve the data. So if you need to read the data from the storage, then that's the time when you pay a little bit more extra. But hopefully, if everything goes right, you should never need to read from this archive, or just only very, very few times. And what in future? If I would need to update this my current setup, I would not be upgrading this NAS server. I would go one step further. I would go for a proper server. Proper server would cost again a little bit more, but what I found out is in our office we have a number of computers, powerful computers, which are just sitting on the desk. Nobody is using them because now everybody is working from home office, and all the power from these computers which are sitting under a desk, I cannot really use it. Sometimes I would love to use the powers when I'm encoding videos or something, but I can't because they are all separate computers. I know there are some applications maybe which you can install and and computers will work together, but I don't want to go this direction. I would rather just buy a one proper server, which if you need more power, you just add one more processor or 10 more processors, yeah. And I would run virtual machines on this server. So the employees, most of the employees, they can very simply just use virtual machines, especially if they use emails or if they are software guys and if they are programming, I don't know, websites. They don't need strong or powerful machines. They all can run just virtual machines fine. So that would be the next step. If I need to upgrade this, I would go for a proper server. Okay, I hope it will help you maybe to get, or I really hope this video help you to get more view how you maybe could set up network in your own company. I really like this NAS server. As I told you, once I set it up, I was like, I should set up this long time ago. It's not so expensive, but to know that all your data, they are backed up and you have more hard drives running in parallel. If something happened to one hard drive, you can always change the hard drive. It's worth it. It's worth these extra couple of hundreds because sometimes these files, they can be very, very important, and if you lose them, you can lose much more than a couple of hundreds of dollars. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. This is all for this video. If you like it, don't forget press like button and see you next time. Bye.